If you love Halloween paper craft projects with a little mystery and a whole lot of mood, you are in the right haunted house. Today we're making the Moody Manor loaded hidden tag, and yes, it is as extra as it sounds. We've got layers, we've got pockets, and we've got a black cat in a beanie, so let's get into it. Hey everybody, it's Whitney with Girl Friday Crafts, and I'm super excited to welcome you to the Boo to June playlist hosted by Teresa Spot for Art. We're going to throw back to my first true love and play with paper using the Moody Manor kit from Papercraft Socials. Pop over into the video description for the link to get your hands on this 7-page kit. I have all the pieces cut out already, so we can go ahead and get started. The first thing we're going to do is take the outside cover and trace the shape onto the inside cover. You could also glue the pieces together and then cut. Either way works. And outside and inside is interchangeable. You can decide which side you want for the outside or for the inside. Once that's traced, you'll cut it out and then line up the pieces. I am using Cutter Bee craft scissors, which are super for this project because they're tiny and nice and pointy. Make sure that you cut the white line off the bottom of the inside cover. I forgot to do that, but we're going to fix that with a little bit of Tim Holtz Distress ink. I am using Black Soot and Wilted Violet for this project. We're going to glue the covers together at the bottom first, and I will show you why in just a minute. You can create the folds on either side using either design as the front or the back, as I mentioned earlier. So we've left the sides unglued here to allow us to put our ribbon tie on the inside of the pages. So you're going to cut 2 pieces of ribbon of about the same size, and you're going to glue one on each side in between the covers. Then you'll glue the remaining sides of the covers together. If you have some black tulle ribbon, I think that would be really great for the tie closure. I didn't have any, so I just used this black and white ribbon that I had on hand. I'm still experimenting with the type of adhesive I like to use with these Papercraft Social projects. In this project, I started out using the Elmer's washable school glue, but then transitioned to my quick dry tacky glue. At the end of the day, I think I still prefer my zip dry, my Tombow, and or my score tape, depending on what project I'm doing and what I need. After the covers were glued, I added some distress ink to the edges. And then I used my bone folder to score the flaps to make those easier to fold in. This gives you a little idea of what it looks like when it's closed. Then we're going to add this 3-section pocket to the inside. Make sure you remember to ink it first. It's not impossible to do after it's glued, like you'll see in just a minute, but it's much easier. Also, these are pockets, so only glue on the bottom and the sides. Once it was glued down, I went ahead and folded those sides in just to get the folds down while that glue was still a little bit pliable. Binder clips are great for adding just a little pressure to the sides and the bottom while you're waiting for that glue to dry. Then we flip it over and we're going to add that little haunted house pocket to the outside. The bone folder makes a great scoring tool to make those folds on the pockets easier. I'm going to ink that little haunted house piece before we glue it down. You don't have to use the distress ink, but I do think it gives the project a nice look. And then also in places where you might not have done your fussy cut quite as tight as you wanted, and you might still have a little bit of white edge, it covers that up nicely and you don't have to worry about it too much. I'm using the Wilted purple here just to give a little bit of contrast in the color. While that's drying, we're going to make the hidden pocket using these two arched pieces. You're going to glue those pieces about 3/4 of the way around, making sure that you leave a gap on one side. When you glue the pieces together, that gap is going to create your hidden pocket. And then if you like, you can add your ink around the edges. And there's your little pocket. You can use that for photos. You can put a tag inside there. You can use that for anything you want or nothing at all. And now we're going to add pockets to either side of the hidden tag. You've got a polka dot pocket on one side, and then this cute little striped pocket on the other. Now we're going to swap out our binder clips, put them on that hidden pocket tag to help that glue dry. And we're going to add some pockets to the flaps on the outside cover. You can adhere the pockets however you like. You can put them closer to the inside of the cover or closer to the outside. But I'm adding mine with the flat edge of the pocket lining up with the outer edge of the cover. Again, it's a pocket, so make sure you don't glue it all the way around. Not that I've ever done that before or anything. And now it's time to embellish. I start embellishing with the hidden pocket tag. I'm adding some ribbon and then picking the other tags and designs that I want to put in and on that little pocket. This kit comes with some really cute options, and here in a minute you're going to see my favorites. 2 designs with a ghost and a cat together. And we also have a large pocket to add to the center of the inside, which gives you even more dimension to the overall project. And we also have another little pocket to add to the polka dot side of that hidden tag. At this point, everything is assembled. So then I'm just deciding what I want to put where from all of the fun embellishment options. I decided to go ahead and ink everything and add all of my ribbon to the remaining tags so that all of that was done. And then I could finish putting it all together. I love those little room key tags, and I have some skeleton keys that I might actually end up adding to this project. And that cat with the beanie is just too cute. You've got a lot of flexibility on how to finish this project out. Most of the tags will fit in various pockets that you have available to you on the front or the back. Your skinny little tags are going to fit on the inside of the cover, but you've got a pocket on the back for some of the larger tags and the journaling tags. I ended up putting that little bat in the top of that arch, as you'll see here in just a few minutes. And I put that little moth on the front, very front pocket of the hidden tag. But you can really put all of these remaining pieces anywhere you want. I may go in and print one page of the journal that has a smaller tag that I can put on that right side pocket on the inside cover. Or even find another Halloween themed printable or something like that that I have in my stash to put in there. Here's what it looks like all finished, front and back. I'd love to know what you think about this project. Like I said, check out the video description for a link to purchase this kit, and follow my website. I'm building out a page for Papercraft Socials for more information on the kits and my in-person and online tutorials. Thanks for watching.